We're here live at our breakfast table. We'll be joined by the Goof Troop.
That's right.
In a bit, you were literally crying during that segment.
It was pretty crazy.
Emotional for you?
Very emotional, yeah. And then the music we're playing during the commercial breaks.
Of course, all of that.
Yeah.
Will Self is out in the newsroom in Culver City. Take it away, Will. We're a mess over here.
All right, thank you. I just wonder what Trent's blood pressure is right now. A little concerned about him. Either way, it is a simple equation for the Eagles. I love this show. Win, and they're in. Philly controlling their own playoff destiny as they get set to take on the Giants in the regular season finale. Now, whether they'll have tight end Zach Ertz for the game is still TBD after he suffered a fractured rib in Sunday's win over the Cowboys. He'll undergo more tests to determine the severity of the injury. Ertz finishing the game despite the injury. As for their game against the G-Men, head coach Doug Peterson knows the importance that it carries.
We've got a lot on the line. I mean, we've got the NFC East. We've got a possible playoff spot. I mean, you know, what we've done to this point, does it matter? Yeah, it matters. But you know what? It's about going, 1-0 this week, and again, putting the hard work and the preparation in to try to win a game. And it's hard, but our guys will be up for it.
And these guys are up for this. Leonard Fournette and Miles Jack recently holding a holiday shopping spree for 50 kids for the Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida. Each child in attendance receiving a new bike and helmet to go along with $100 to spend on themselves, family, and friends. Well done, guys. And the Panthers beginning their search for a new head coach. NFL Network's Mike Garafolo reporting the Panthers interviewed former Packers head coach Mike McCarthy after their loss to the Colts on Sunday. McCarthy fired from Green Bay near the end of last season after 13 years with the Packers. In an interview earlier this month with our Tom Pelissero, McCarthy saying he has spent the past year studying newer offensive philosophies and steeping himself in analytics, and that is something obviously the Panthers are looking for. And now with the departure of Ron Rivera, they're getting an early start on coaching candidates, and McCarthy is apparently at the top of that list.
Steeping himself in analytics. Well written, Will Self, but you're bringing it on Christmas Eve. A couple more puns in there would just make me happy. Welcome to our show, Good Morning Football. If you're a first-time watcher here on Christmas Eve, we're one happy family here on the show, and this year, family and tradition do take center stage. The new NFL Network series, Passing It Forward, profiles legendary football families sharing their love of the game with the next generation. And next week, on our first installment, we'll feature the NFL's all-time leading rusher and his high school son who's making a mark of his own.
Okay, here's what you got for today, guys. I've got a handout that goes with you, chapter 16, which is going to be on trade.
Game day in Dallas. Jesuit College Preparatory School's star running back mentally prepares for the biggest game of his young career.
Longview, Texas, round 2. First time I played them was my sophomore year. The outcome was not what we expected it to be. It was a hard feeling to have to get blown out like that.
Emmett James Smith IV, EJ, is the son of NFL legend Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith has eclipsed Walter Payton as the NFL's all-time rushing leader. Long live the King!
The Super Bowl champion and Hall of Fame running back never expected his son to follow in his footsteps.
Golf was my first sport. Then I actually started playing football. Even then, I had to push my dad to actually let me play tackle football.
I am completely humbled by the fact that my son has chosen this sport. When it came down to his middle school, it was like, Dad, I want to play football now. I said, you sure? He said, yes, Dad.
I remember you used to run funny. No, like for real. You used to run like with your arms like this. And I looked at you, I said, baby, please, please help him. And what did you say to me?
Just no, let him have fun. Just want him to figure some of this stuff out.
As a kid, he didn't want me to lose the enjoyment of the game and pretty much just let me be me for a little bit.
I've learned a long time ago that you have to allow a person to choose their path.
EJ's football path has led him to a conference playoff showdown with the Longview Lobos, the defending state champions. No one expects Smith and his Jesuit Dallas Rangers to win.
Here we are, the crown jewel of the Dallas Independent School District, John Kincaid Stadium. This is the 8th time these two teams have met. Jesuit winless in the previous 7.
Watching him doing all the things that you need to do physically to prepare for this game, I feel a sense of pride. He's doing what he wants to do, and he's doing it his way.
I'm carrying 3 generations behind me every time I get on that field. It's trying to live up to my best self, not my dad, because he already played. You know, I have to try to reach my highest potential.
They'll hand the ball to E.J. Smith around the corner. He's gonna go to the 20, the 10, on 4th and 2. A 41-yard touchdown run by E.J. Smith, and how about that?
I'm like every mother and father. Anxiety. It's out the roof.
They hand it off to E.J. Smith. He drives. He's toward the end zone. He's still on his feet. Did he get in? Yes, he did.
Tension.
Well, I got to make a play.
It's all over my body.
Hand off. E.J. Smith. Watch out. 10, 5, touchdown, Jesuit. And E.J. Smith is in for the 3rd time tonight.
Fear is there as well, lurking in the back of my head, because it is a brutal sport. And anything can happen.
Hand off E.J. Smith again. He cuts it up. He dives for the end zone. Touchdown for the 4th time tonight.
And so my happiest moment, seeing my kid walk off that football field, that's a win. That is a win.
Good job. Good job.
Tonight, E.J. Smith and the Jesuit Dallas Rangers win on the scoreboard as well.
4 touchdowns. And a victory over the defending state champs, that's a drop the mic moment.
People are saying, oh, that's Emmitt Smith's son, this and that, but I'm out here to prove them wrong, prove them that I'm something new and something different.
He has his own God-given talent. He's completely different than me, and he wants to get better every day.
For the Smiths, the game is an enduring bond that connects generations.
We have spent many a day, many a night around this game called football. It's just a part of who we are.
There's opportunities out there for me already because of who my dad is. And with that, I can't be complacent about it.
Your first initial pass is outside. If he jumps outside, get underneath him.
You want to give them the intricacies of what sports bring, the humility, the discipline, the focus, the dedication, the work ethic, the drive, and the ability to help others along the way.
Just being able to have him in my corner, it means a lot. You know, he's been a great dad, you know, great coach, and a great mentor.
Boy, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's how you put it down.
Being a football family is being a family, period. Forget football. Football is just a part of it. The nucleus is the family.
It's your mama, EJ. There we go. Yeah, baby.
Excited to learn more about this family and see where EJ can take his career. Last week, he took his next steps into his football career. He signed his letter of intent to play college ball at Stanford. It was a viral video. If you haven't seen it, please go find it. It's Emmitt sitting next to him and really speaking as a dad about how proud he is to see his son make his own footprint, not necessarily follow his footsteps, but do it his way. It was very prideful, very Christmassy.
On to win. Look at that record, 12-3, 23-10. Guys, the Vikings were really winning early because of all these turnovers for the Packers, but they couldn't get it in the end zone. Why don't we hear from the losing side of this one? Very disappointing night in the Dome. Kirk Cousins and Mike Zimmer after the Monday night loss.
Our defense played at a very high level tonight. Certainly they played well enough for us to win the football game. But you know, we just weren't able to put it all together. So disappointing loss at home. And so we've got to regroup and now get ready to finish the regular season strong at home next week against the Bears.
I'm not going to get into this Kirk Cousins on Monday night thing and all this stuff. Offensively, we didn't play as well as we can play. I'll say that, okay? And defensively we could have played the run better. So there's a lot of things that we need to clean up.
Taking a look at the playoff picture, the Vikings are still in it. Of course, the Packers clinched the NFC North. They currently sit in the 2 seed. Three-way tie there with the Niners and Saints. Packers win Week 17. They lock up a first-round bye.